Folks, welcome back to the Burt Game 2, underway here on a hoo-ha two-time Saturday in the Peach Belt Conference, USC Aiken, USC Beaufort, doing it upright on the diamond. If you stuck with us for the first game, I hope you had an opportunity to sit down, rest, let the heart rate come down a little bit, because that was a wild one. Hunter Steger on the bump right now for the Pacers, leading the way here in the top of the first. Inside there, make the count 2-1 here to lead things off. This is Brian Meyer at the plate, the DH, to lead things off for USCB. Steger comes right back, makes it a 2-2 count. Had some threatening skies earlier in the day, but just a blip on the radar. Should be good to go the rest of the way. That one is smoked into right. That will be a leadoff single for Meyer. Sharks go ahead and get a man aboard to start things off. Hunter Miller coming up, and I'm going to take a quick moment. I need some. I'm going to hang on to that baseball. Meyer came into the day as a .306 hitter, started just about every game. Safely aboard to start things off, and that one from Hunter Miller bunted back foul. Showing bunt again, that one inside, make it 1-1 on the count. The 1-1 showing again with the bunt inside, make it 2-1. Brian Meyer over there at first. If we do a little bit of quick math here, 167 games he had appeared in for USCB coming into, well, for his career coming into the weekend. Was a Truett McConnell guy before coming over to Beaufort. Miller, though, in the familiar number 64, looking at a 2-2 count. Fouls that one. Everybody out of the way in the dugout. These guys have already been through a full game. They're looking alive over there. Miller, a .298 hitter coming into the weekend. The RBI leader on the team, as that was a brave take right there, but it runs the count full. Miller also among the team leader in walks, so he may be ready to take here. Instead, nowhere to go for Meyer. This one's going to be fun in your scorebook, and the ball is dropped. Meyer back to first. So much for all of that nowhere to go talk. He goes right back to first, still alive. Now for Steger, a deep breath and reset because you got a payoff pitch coming up here. Pitch in there for strike 3. And strikeout number 1 of the afternoon for the former Fox Creek Predator. Nico Andre coming up here, the number 3 man. He watches strike 1. Came into the weekend with a slugging percentage of .403, so he's a base accumulator. Yo, 1 outside. Yeah, more than a third of his hits this season have been doubles. Something to watch, especially with Meyer at first. The 1-1 fouled back. That one just cleared the netting. Runner goes. A tough bouncer there. Everyone will be safe. As Meyer got sent at the perfect time. It was just kind of an end of the bat nubber there in between third and short. Nowhere to go with it. And the Sand Sharks have 2 aboard with 1 out here in the top of the first. This will be Matt Cromer. He'll watch ball 1. Cromer coming into the weekend. 15 appearances, 6 games started. .265 hitter. Watches that one catch the inside corner. Leaving the count at 1-1. And Steger, he'll make the throw to get the lead man at third. Throw across. Safe, but did the job by erasing Meyer. So it'll be same situation, first and second, now with 2 out. Seth Robinson coming up. Good work there by Steger, quickly off the mound, fielding his position. Especially after in the previous at-bat, the nubber over there to that neighborhood ended up with everybody safe. Strike 1 to Robinson. That one gets past Dennis, down third. Runner coming home, and the Sharks are aboard. A good rip down the third base line for Seth Robinson. And we've got our first run of the game.
The third baseman, number 35, Andrew Walters.
And Robinson took second on the throw, so 2 in scoring position here with 2 out for Andrew Walters. Walters, a .258 hitter coming into the weekend. Came in with 12 RBI, can add a couple right here with a well-placed base hit. We'll watch strike 1. That one in there for a strike. Much to the chagrin of someone beneath us. Couple people beneath us. May have been more the nonchalant call that got him riled up. Nonetheless, the 0-2 from Steger. That one's outside. Walters, to this point in the season, has not been an extra bases guy, but the Sharks don't need him to get extra bases here. Instead, watches strike 3. Good comeback pitch there from Steger. Gets out of the jam. Run on the board, 3 hits for the Sand Sharks. We'll send it to the home half of the first. Folks, Gary Asbell's in the first base box, and that can mean only one thing. The Pacers are up to bat. I say that, he strays away from the box as soon as I make that comment. Leading off, Brock Myers. He'll face Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin, who has been a strikeout guy, to say the least. His first couple of seasons coming out of the pen was right about a strikeout and inning kind of guy. Making his 12th start of the season, and he's kept that up in a starting role. Myers just pushing toward that 300 mark for the season. He'll look at a 2-1 count. We'd have to pan the camera over a good bit to the right to even find Gary Asbell right now. He's really exploring the studio space over there up the first base line. 2-2 as that one comes in near the elbow. The 2-2 from Martin. Call it 3-2. Josh Sharp lending a hand, coming up to grab the stray ball. That one in the dirt, lead off walk. Pacers have one aboard as Gary Asbell now enters your screen.
Josh Sharp.
Now it's Josh Sharp, the leading hitter on the team among the everyday starters. 376 coming into the weekend, been a mainstay in left field for about 3 full seasons now. Had a brief stint in center earlier this year. Pulls that bunt down the first base line, got the speed. Beautifully done by Sharp, 2 aboard, nobody out. And we saw Sharp use that speed, especially against North Georgia, where he was able to, if he put the ball on the ground, he was getting on base. Capers Molinaroli in the 3 spot. Trying to catch. Well, the umpires in the stands didn't get that one right. Myers safe at second. Martin keeping him honest. He'll come home with this one, and that made it about 56 feet. Bounced in the dirt. Make that 2-0. Yeah, 58 innings for the season coming into today, 46 strikeouts. So a slight dip from his numbers as a reliever, but still knows how to strike a guy out. That one, for a second, looked like it might go into center field, but good job there by Seth Robinson to keep that from moving the runners up a spot. The 2-0 to Molinaroli. That one catches the outside corner. That's a 2-1 count. Runners go. Molinaroli shoots it to second. So Sharp will be safe at second. Molinaroli out at first. Myers moves to third. Let me give some credit to Jake Tanner earlier. I mistakenly said that was Robinson receiving a throw. Tanner, the shortstop. Speaking of shortstops, here comes Jack Hobson. And he's got an opportunity to really cash in here with a couple of runners in scoring position and only one away. Another one bounces just barely into the dirt. The 1-0 coming right in there for Brandon Martin, who his claim to fame that no one on either staff can match him with right now. He's tossed a complete game this season. You don't see those anymore. Up high. Hobson chases 1-2. And Brandon Martin, a noted strikeout guy, a strike away from getting one here. The 1-2 inside and dropped. Evens the count at 2-2. Caden Usry waiting on deck. The 2-2 check swing did not go. Count runs full. They appealed to first on that, and no one was there. The 3-2, look alive. That one kind of caught the roof of the dugout over there. We'll try the 3-2 again. Swung on, missed. First of the afternoon for Brandon Martin. And so here comes Cade Nussery. The former North Augusta Yellow Jacket in a spot here with 2 away. He'll watch strike 1. It's the kind of the slow call from the home plate ump that if you're working the scoreboard can be bedeviling, we'll say. That one too short. We'll give Jake Tanner the credit now. Makes the throw to first. That'll do it. Pacers leave 2 in scoring position. 1-0 Sand Sharks as we head to the second. Top 2. It's be Tyler Kennedy, the catcher, leading things off. Kennedy, first pitch swinging. That is a mile-high. Doom Dennis takes care of it. 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 out. If you're Hunter Steger, you can't ask for more than that. That's what people talk about, a perfect game being like no hits allowed, no walks, no hit batters, no errors. A perfect game is 27 pitches, 27 outs, I would say. That's the definition of perfection, and also gets us out of here in about 45 minutes. John Leland, center fielder. And he sends that one right back at Steger. That'll get through. Fourth hit of the afternoon already for the Sand Sharks. Jake Tanner, who had the put out to end the bottom of the first, comes up here in the top of the second. One fouled right off of Caden Ussery's helmet. Tanner with a .917 fielding percentage over there at shortstop. The 1-1 runner going. The throw from Ussery, not in time. We had a double pump there from the ump, it looked like, ready to almost call that one out. Alas. This will now put a runner in scoring position for Jake Tanner. Came into the weekend with 3 RBI in limited plate appearances. Can add to it here. Outside, you almost wonder if Leland's activity on second base got to Steger a little bit there. Another miss to the outside, make it 2-2. Beaufort, not a big-time base-stealing team by any means. Their opponents steal twice as often as they do, but fairly efficient when they choose to go. 41 of 49 coming into the weekend. That one fouled off. That one does catch the net. An easy retrieval. Little lawn bowling action there to send that one back to the Pacer dugout. We'll try again on the 2-2. Said we'll go ahead and check the runner. Cade Balknight coming up to try to catch him napping. No dice. Once more on the 2-2. Fouled off again. Brian Meyer, Johnny on the spot to pick that one up. As he waits patiently in the, I don't want to call it an on-deck circle because there's no circle there, but he is on deck. 2-2 bounces. Leland will get to third. Not a lot that Caden Ussery could do with that one. Still 2 strikes on him. The payoff pitch from Steger right back at him again, and that'll get through. Leland scores. Tanner with an RBI. Make it 2-0 Sand Sharks. And now here comes Meyer already with a hit to his credit. And a good at bat there from Jake Tanner, who, like I mentioned, limited at bats coming in, but came into the weekend batting 114. Did a good job there of getting something he could hit and cashing in on it. Meyer watches as the count evens at 1-1. A check, Tanner. Still there. Meyer. We'll watch that one. Tanner on the move. And he is safe. Usry had to kind of maneuver around Meyer a little bit to make that throw. Meyer started all 40 games for the Sand Sharks last year, didn't make an error. Collected USCB's first gold glove while also batting .342. That one is up high, and it will get out of here. Doom Dennis ran out of real estate trying to track that one down. The 2-2 from Steger got the inside corner. Meyer tried to sell that one a little bit, but nothing doing. So it's another strikeout for Steger, 2 away.
Number 64, Hunter Miller.
And this is Hunter Miller. Oh for 1 today. And looking at a 1-1 count. That one's also going to get foul. Another foul ball. Another try at the 1-2. That one hit well into right. Tanner's coming home. Molinaroli the throw, not in time. Well, Hunter Miller drives in a run, and it's 3-0 Sand Sharks. Still 2 away here in the top of the second.
The first baseman, number 7, Nico Andre.
Nico Andre. That 1-0 pitch misses outside. Andre already with a hit today. As the Sand Sharks have 6 of them. That one is straight up in the air. Hobson at the edge of the dirt makes the catch. That'll do it here in the top of the second. Sand Sharks, though, scratch across a couple more. They lead USC Aiken 3-0 midway through the second. Joe Mozingo lead things off here in the bottom of the second. The Pacer DH look to get things going as USCA facing a 3-0 deficit here in the second half of this doubleheader. The appeal, Mozingo went. You'll have to believe me because the umpire over there is just outside of the frame. Another check swing. Make it 0-2. A good bit of lawn bowling there to get that one back to the Pacer dugout. Martin, a little high. But he's got a couple to waste should he choose. Mozingo over to third. That one off of the glove of Andrew Walters on a diving attempt. So a leadoff single for Mozingo. And here is Cannon Frost. Continuing that strong Colorado pipeline for Pacer baseball. Shows bunt. Mozingo not going anywhere. I believe it was in the North Georgia series that Mozingo was repeatedly checked at first base. At the time, I believe he was 0 for 1 on stolen base attempts. He has since added another attempt, but this time he'll move. Gave him some leeway. Still, safety first, goes with the slide into the bag. Frost again showing bunt, make it 2-1 as he takes that one. Mozingo, who picked up his first stolen base of the season earlier today, making him 1 for 3. A little something extra for the pitcher to think about as he's on his way to third, throw to first in time. Frost does the job, though, and gets Mozingo over to third. Good work there from Cannon Frost. And this will set up Cade Balknight with a chance to bring in Mozingo. Since strike one, Balknight. Before the season began, Michael Holder talked about him as being potentially a guy that would get used as a freshman out of the bullpen, maybe as a spot starter. Has become an everyday starter in the field, making his 36th start of the season. The Batesburg-Leesville product has been a much-needed revelation for this program as the Pacers have battled through a ton of injuries this season. And Balknight's been a reliable guy at second base. Looking at an 0-2 count here. From Miller. Just gets enough of that to spoil it. Again, noted strikeout guy Brandon Martin. Working toward another one. Doom Dennis will try and get him timed up there on deck. As Balknight fouls off another one. As Martin's been about a 5-inning guy in his starts, but Pacers are trying to work toward running up that pitch count. Instead, another strikeout in the books as he gets Balk Knight swinging. And here comes Doom Dennis. From true freshman to redshirt freshman. Dennis making his 32nd start of the year. Martin up high. Call it 1-0. That'll even the count. Two and one. Dennis 1 for 3 earlier today with a couple of runs scored. That one hit well to left to the warning track and gloved. A loud out that Matt Cromer squeezes. So that will do it in the bottom half of the second. Mozingo stuck there at third. We will head to the third. USC Beaufort holding a 3-0 lead. Matt Cromer coming up to lead off the top of the third. He took the long route to finish off the bottom of the second on that deep fly ball. And look at an 0-1 count after fouling that one off. Cromer 0 for 1 so far to start this one. A 265 hitter coming into the weekend. That one hit him. That one looked like it was up near the forearm, so he will reach base the hard way. And that'll bring up Seth Robinson, the second baseman, already with a hit to his credit.
Seth Robinson.
Shows bunt and takes strike one. Another one popped way up. Dennis calls for it, makes the catch right on the third baseline. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Andrew Walters. That one skips away. So Cromer, a leisurely stroll to second. And an opportunity now for Walters, the freshman from Marietta, Georgia, to drive in a run. Steger gets him to foul one off. That one into the trees over on the other side of the bullpen. Some activity going on in the Pacer pen. I've not been to my optometrist nearly recently enough to figure out who that is down there. All I can tell you is he's wearing red. 2-0 the count to Walters. The 2-1. Another one fouled off. Maybe running low on baseballs here in a minute. We are going inside. Count runs full. Steger's payoff pitch fouled off again. That one stays in the yard. Kellen Blankenship going out to get that one. One more time with the 3-2 up the middle. That one gloved, make it a double play. Jack Hobson. Nicely done to end the threat. Maybe a little juice for the Pacers as we head to the bottom of the third. Sand Sharks, though, still ahead, 3-0. Brock Myers will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Pacers trailing this one 3-0. They'll look to put something together against Brandon Martin. 2 hits against him through 2 innings, but he's struck out 2. Nothing aboard just yet. Foul tip into the glove for strike 1. Myers pulls that one. Myers drew a walk to lead things off in the first. Looking at a 1-2 count now. One and two. Over to short. That one well handled by Jake Tanner. Will be 1 away. Tanner adding to that .917 fielding percentage. Josh Sharp showed the wheels last time up. Sharp skies that one. Tanner will get another crack. Brings it in, 2 away.
First baseman, Capers Molina-Roley.
This will be Capers Molina-Roley. Oh for 1 to begin the afternoon. Martin hums one in for a strike and on the verge of getting through this bottom of the third very quickly. Puts that one in the dirt. Jack Hobson, who ended the top half of the inning with that great unassisted double play, hoping to get a chance at the plate here, and he'll get one as Molina-Roley laces one into left. Third hit of the afternoon for the Pacers, and here comes Jack Hobson. Hobson, foul tip. Another true freshman that has become a mainstay in this Pacer lineup. Fouled right back at us. And Martin now a strike away from ending the inning. The 0-2 bounced right back to Martin. Takes his time, makes the flip over, and he's worked 3 full without allowing a run. We'll send it to the top of the 4th. Sand Sharks up 3-0. Tyler Kennedy will lead things off here in the top of the fourth. Kennedy, as he awaits this first pitch from Hunter Steger and fouls it off. Kennedy ended a funny streak this season. In his first 3 seasons, he appeared in 16 games. Each season. 16, 16, 16. He has since doubled that. Throw over from Balknight will erase him.
The center fielder, John Leland.
And with that comes John Leland. Singled earlier from the number 8 spot. Came around to score. Also stole a base in there. That one's going to sting a little bit, but Leland on his way to first. Enjoys painting in his free time.
Shortstop number 5, Dick Tanner.
We'll say that pitch from Steger that hit him was a happy little accident. Strike one is in there to Jake Tanner, and feels like I've been calling his name every other at bat. He's been called upon frequently at shortstop, and he has answered the call every time. Fouls that one, it gets a piece of ussery. He'll take a moment to walk that off. Already had one fouled off the helmet. Now that one, I think maybe got him on the arm somewhere. Tough kid, he gets back in there. Sets up outside for the 0-2, and that one gets by him. So Leland to second. And Tanner, who picked up an RBI earlier in the game, now has a man in scoring position. Two and two the count. Tanner, a former Camden Bulldog, has been pretty much a full-time starter since arriving in Beaufort. Shared the team lead in home runs last year. Swung on and missed there. Foul tip into the glove. Give him credit for the tip. Ussery squeezes. 2 away.
The designated hitter, Brian Meyer.
Brian Meyer comes up with 2 outs, and I believe we may have solved the mystery as to why we held up play and retrieved the ball from his leadoff hit to start the game. Career hit number 200 for Meyer. So certainly a fun keepsake to take with him. Strike one. Inside Steger has had to labor a little bit. 69 pitches prior to that one, 4 strikeouts. but ahead 0-1 in the count to Meyer. Usry almost framed that one for strike 2, but that one goes begging. And Steger earlier struck out Meyer looking on a pitch inside. Could go back to the well. He's worked him outside there and missed. 2-1. Meyer chokes up, sends it through the gap into right field. Leland coming home. Well, no worry with the throw. Meyer drives one in, and it's 4-0 Sand Sharks.
Right fielder number 64, Hunter Miller.
Hunter Miller, who last season shared that team home run lead with Tanner. One for 2 today with an RBI. Watches Steger's first offering, and it's in there for a strike. Kevin Cox working in the bullpen. That one outside, 1-1. No activity in the Beaufort pen. Inside, 2-1 the count. The 3-1 hitting to right, and that will drop down. So 2 aboard.
Now batting number 7, Nico Andre.
So we'll bring up Nico Andre, 2 on, 2 away. As Hunter Steger looks to get out of the 4th. Steger, part of that 2017 state championship team at Fox Creek. That one fouled off. Started the onslaught in the championship winning game against Latta with an RBI single. He and Cam Mitchum both. As Kevin Lynn and the Preds brought home the state title. That one, though, is sliced into left. Sharp bobbles. The throw cut off. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Sand Sharks. Ninth hit of the afternoon for Beaufort. And that may be it for Steger. As like it'll be Kevin Cox coming in from the bullpen. We'll give him a few minutes to get loosened up, and we will go from there. Steger works 3 2/3. 5 runs on 9 hits with 4 strikeouts. Steger coming back from injury this year. Been great to see him pitch. Tough outing today, but Kevin Cox will take over, and the Pacers will look for the bats to get going as they try to fight back from this 5-0 deficit. A little bit of work for Cox to do here to get out of this inning. As he'll have a couple aboard. 5-0, Beaufort. Kevin Cox stepping in. Hey, from one state champion to another on the mound, Kevin Cox helped his team win one at Vidalia, Georgia. And they're in Toombs County. As he's got a task at hand here. Matt Cromer at the plate. 2 aboard with 2 out here in the top of the 4th. The 2-0 from Cox is a close shave high and inside. Gets that one in there for strike 1. Cox, 13 appearances for the season. Another one in there for a strike. So he has battled back after starting off his first batter of the game with the 3-0 count. Just like that, a chance to get out of the inning. Swung on and missed. Kevin Cox comes back from the 3-0 count to get the strikeout. That will end the inning, but not before Beaufort adds a couple more to its tally. So we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Sand Sharks leading 5-0. Caden Usry will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. USC Aiken trailing USC Beaufort 5-0 here in the second half of a Saturday doubleheader. Hopefully USC Beaufort had a happy graduation day yesterday. Doubleheader today, one more tomorrow, 1 p.m. start. 1-0 the count to Caden Usry. It'll be ball 2. Quick update from the Veritex Bank Championship on the Corn Ferry Tour. Former Pacer great Matt Atkins making his move toward the lead. He is 17 under for the tournament. 4 off the lead. Usry taking all the way on the 3-0 in there for a strike. (3-1), a mighty hack, but swung on and missed, and the count runs full. Usry watches strike 3, third strikeout of the afternoon for Brandon Martin. And up next will be Joe Mazingo. Stranded at third earlier after picking up one of the Pacers' 3 hits so far. First pitch misses inside. Had a steady wind blowing straight out to center pretty much since the start of this one. That one foul tip. That one over to third. Throw in time. Andrew Walters, 2 away. Cannon Frost.
Now batting the right fielder, Cannon Frost.
Strike 1 in there. Was an MVP of the 2022 Perfect Game 18 Under Kansas City World Series Championship. Looking at an 0-2 count here. That one inside. Have a risky take there, the way that Martin's been finding the zone. But a good take nonetheless. The 1-2. That one popped into shallow left, but just foul. As both Matt Cromer and Jake Tanner weren't going to get to that one. Alas, just foul. Still 1-2. One just misses on the outer half. Good eye there from Frost. The 2-2 now from Martin. That one misses upstairs. Good plate discipline from Frost. As this one has run full, the 3-2. That one hit him. It looks like maybe on the calf. And a well-earned trip to first base for Cannon Frost. Good at bat.
Second baseman, Cade Balknight.
Cade Balknight coming up. 0 for 1 today. Balknight struck out earlier. Waves at the first from Martin. That one sent over to third. Walters fields foul. Keeping up with the theme of kind of the late-ish calls, but that'll just be a strike. The 0-2 misses. That's been a couple at bats in a row now where Martin has been an eyebrow away from getting out of the inning. He's not missing by much. Fouled off. The 1-2. Good work by Tyler Kennedy to keep that one from getting behind him. The 2-2 misses outside. So the same way that Frost did a great job of running the count full, Balknight has done the same. That one right at Tanner. He's had a great afternoon in the field. Didn't have to move much to get that one. And that ends the fourth. USC Beaufort still holding on to a 5-0 lead. Seth Robinson will lead things off in the top of the 5th against Kevin Cox. Sand Sharks looking to add to a 5-0 lead here. Strike one in there from Cox. 13-10, our score from game 1. As a Sand Shark rally certainly made things very interesting here earlier this afternoon. And they scored 5 runs over the final 2 innings. And they've scored 5 in the first 4 here today. That one into center. Taken care of by Brock Myers, 1 away.
Third baseman Andrew Walter.
And that brings up Andrew Walters. One and 0 the count. John misses outside. Swung on and missed. One from Cox inside. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 in there. Good pitch there from Kevin Cox. Two fouled into the netting. Kellen Blankenship gets him another. So we'll try to keep that bucket full over there. The 2-2 again, fouled back. As Tyler Kennedy was ready for that one. Told Blankenship to sit tight, I got this one. The 2-2 to Walters, swung on and missed. A strikeout for Kevin Cox, his second. Tyler Kennedy. No more foul ball retrieval for him. He's up to bat, 0 for 2 for the Sand Sharks catcher. Cox in there, strike one. That one over to second. Balk Knight gets set, throws, and that'll do it. Quickly through the top of the 5th for Kevin Cox and the Pacers. No harm done. Pacer bats due up. 5-0. Sand Sharks heading to the bottom half of the 5th. Doom Dennis will step in to lead things off here in the USC Aiken half of the 5th inning. Pacers trailing 5-0 against USC Beaufort. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 1 in the books for the Pacers, a 13-10 victory. Sand Sharks looking to even the series here. And it's a big one here in the final weekend of the regular season. In there for a strike from Brandon Martin. 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. Through 4 full innings for Martin. Dennis fouls that one off of his leg. 1-2 the count. That one hit Dennis, which has to feel like it's getting a little bit repetitive.
The center fielder, Brock Myers.
As Dennis has been hit twice now. That brings up Brock Myers. Dennis earns himself a trip to go visit Gary Asbill at first base. First one in there for a strike. That one bunted foul, 0-2. Dennis back to first. Asbill back into the box. Dennis checked, but safely back to the bag. The 0-2 misses. Asbill with the very unique ability that if you tell him a word, he can pronounce it to you backwards without even thinking. It's a thing where you hear him do it enough and you just start to believe what he's saying without thinking about it. It's uncanny. And he is probably saying something in reverse to Myers right now as he is in at first. Dennis erased. 1 away here. This is Josh Sharp. Myers hadn't strayed too far from the bag. As such, a slide was not necessary. Martin will check him again. Still just 3 hits so far for the Pacers, who have gotten a few guys on base via walks and hit by pitches. But not too many threats with guys in scoring position just yet. Mazingo was stranded on third earlier. Sharp 1 for 2 today. Martin in there. Makes the count 1-1. Capers Molinaroli on deck. Sharp and Molinaroli have 2 of those 3 hits so far this afternoon. Sharp on the ground. And there goes Myers to third. So second hit of the day for Sharp. And a chance for the Pacers to push one across. Myers at third, Molinaroli to the plate. Sand Sharks will go over some defensive signals. There is .1-0 in there for a strike. Molinaroli came into today batting .362. A chance to put the Pacers on the board here. Got runners on the corners, 1 away. And he'll be looking at a 2-1 count. That one misses, 3-1 the count. There's no Molinaroli, no stranger to high batting average. He hit .355 as a sophomore at USC Sumter. That one to Tanner at short. The throw in time, but Myers comes across and the Pacers are on the board. A slow, kind of high bouncer there to short. Jake Tanner, who has been sure-handed all day, just as he has been all season. As you're definitely not getting Sharp at second there, so a good job by Tanner to recognize that and just make the throw to first and get that out rather than trying something at second when Sharp's already going to be there, and then you end up with 2 on. Hobson at the plate. Hobson 0 for 2 this afternoon. That one bounces in the dirt.
He's 2-1. He turned it around whenever he faced us instead of keeping it as it should have been.
Another one misses.
No, he's saying it's 2-2.
2-2 the count to Jack Hobson. Martin into the 90s in the pitch count. This one over to third. Tough play made by Walters. Some good glove work there, and the throw from Walters ends the inning. Pacers do get one across, though, and we will head to the 6th. USC Beaufort leading 5-1. John Leland set to lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Fielder number 9, John Leland.
1 for 1 today for Leland, and he is scored twice. He's a hit. He's been hit, and he's stolen a base. And he takes ball 1 here from Kevin Cox. One and one, the count. That one sent into right. Not a lot of work needing to be done there. As Cannon Frost was in position. First out of the top of the sixth. That brings up Jake Tanner. We've said so much this afternoon about his defense. He's also gotten into the mix offensively. One for 2 and with an RBI. He's looking at an 0-2 count, though, as Cox has worked him away a couple times. And all he's been able to do is wave at him. The 0-2, did he get him? First base ump says, checked it in time. The 1-2 in there. Again, the delayed strikeout call. Usry had just about already thrown that thing to third by the time it was called.
Designated hitter, Brian Meyer.
So we'll bring up Mr. 200, Brian Meyer. Again, picked up career hit number 200 when he led off the game with a single. Watches strike one. So look, as Caden Usry will need a new mitt. Of course, we've talked a couple times about the kind of the delayed calls here and there from the home plate ump. Everybody has their own style. That one skied into foul territory and left. That'll end up in the bullpen and missed by whoever went for it. It's hard to tell when the guys are wearing jackets and they're 400 feet away. The emphatic punch out always makes for the fun photograph, but I think there is something to be said for that kind of deliberate call, especially, later in the game, tense situations. Adds a little extra flair. Meyer fouls that one off. Still 0-2. Blankenship comes to retrieve. That one swung on and missed. Good pitch there by Cox. A quick top of the sixth for Cox and the Pacers. Keep things right there at 5-1 as we head to the home half. Caden Usry will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. USC Aiken trailing USC Beaufort 5-1 here in the second half of the double dip. Brandon Martin still out there, 93 pitches to his credit coming into the inning. Ripped to third, Andrew Walters right there. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that'll help with the old pitch count as it climbs toward a Hunsky. Joe Mazingo, 1 for 2 on the day, the DH. First one in there for a strike. Little bit of activity over there in the Sand Shark bullpen. One and one after that misses. About 8 guys down in the bullpen right now. One and two. Eight guys, one is leisurely throwing. Swung on and missed. That'll set down Mazingo, 2 away.
The right fielder, Cannon Frost.
Cannon Frost. Watches strike one. Hey, Martin's working efficiently enough at this point that the guys down in the pen aren't having to rush too much. Another strike there to Frost. That one to Tanner at short. The throw goes wide. Frost will make the turn to second. So Cannon Frost gets aboard. May have beaten the throw anyway. But the throw pulled Nico Andre off the bag, and it gave Frost an extra bag as he is at second for Cade Bachknight. Bachknight 0 for 2 this afternoon. Well, Martin checks on Frost at second. Robinson wasn't quite at the bag yet. Nips the outside part of the plate. Another one in the dirt. Frost on his way to third. Throw not in time. Good throw from Kennedy. It was just by the time he was able to get the ball, it was too late. That one gives it a ride into center. On the run into the wall. John Leland, what a grab. Like we mentioned, that wind has been blowing steadily out to center, and that ball continued to carry. Leland, though, smashes into the wall, hangs on. A web gem in center. And the Sand Sharks get out of the inning without giving up a run. 5-1 Beaufort, and we'll head to the 7th. Hunter Miller to the plate. Top 7. USC Beaufort with a 5-1 lead over USC Aiken. That looked like it would be 5-2 at the absolute best after Cade Balknight ripped one into center, but John Leland makes the catch crashing into the wall to end the inning. Now Miller sends one to second. Balknight with a chance to return the favor with the defensive out. One away. This top third of the order has provided 6 of the 9 hits so far for the Sand Sharks. Nico Andre, 2 of them to his name in 3 appearances. Shoots that one into foul territory and left. That one gets on top of the netting. 1-1 after that one misses outside. Inside, did it get him? It did not.
2-1.
So 2-1 the count.
2-1.
That one in there, make it a 2-2 count. A 2-2 from Cox to Andre. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 5 for Kevin Cox. And he all but took the bat out of Nico Andre's hands there. That brings up Matt Cromer. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch, swinging, fouls it back. That one will come right back to Caden Ussery. Makes Blankenship work a little bit to retrieve that one. Outside there to Cromer. Good work there by Ussery, and it's a 1-2 count. Cox in there, strike 3, strikeout number 6 for him. And a quick top of the 7th. We'll head to the home half. Still a 5-1 ball game. Doom Dennis to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. One more quick Crashkins update from the Corn Ferry Tour. He remains, well, now 6 off the lead as Tim Whiting's added another birdie, but Matt Atkins, the former All-American here at USC Aiken, he'll be playing in the Myrtle Beach Classic here coming up soon, May 9th through the 12th, as he won the qualifier to get in. 1-1 the count. Martin has surpassed 100 pitches for the afternoon, but he's been cruising lately. That one to right off the bat of Dennis. Hunter Miller, I think, had to backtrack a little bit. The wind may have pushed that one beyond where he initially planned. Nonetheless, and out. And back to the top of the order for Brock Myers. 0 for 2 with a walk today. That's in there for a first pitch ball. Looked good from here. Myers won't complain. Who watches that one? 1-1 the count. Josh Sharp on deck. 2 hits for him. Myers almost wore that one instead. It gets through to the backstop. 2-1 from Martin. Upstairs, 3-1. And Brock Myers draws the walk. 2 of those for Myers. Brings up Sharp. Myers a part of a region championship team back in 2021 at Greer High School. Well, conference on the mound. They might be saying, hey, this guy at the plate's got some speed. Strike 1 in there to Sharp. Sharp in the center. Leland, a much easier catch than the last one he made. 2 away.
First baseman, Capers Molinaroli.
Capers Molinaroli comes up with 2 away. Molinaroli, another big-time pickup for this program from USC Sumter. He, Brock Myers, and Brandon Osipsik all here from Sumter. Myers will stay put at first on that one into the dirt. One outside. I did mention at the top of this contest that Brandon Martin does have a complete game to his name this season. Molinaroli, the former Fire Ant, puts one into left field, 2 aboard.
The shortstop, Jack Hobson.
That will bring up Jack Hobson. Myers in scoring position at second base. Good spot here for Hobson. Could bring Myers home with a base hit.
And good for everybody.
Ball 1 from Martin, who's pushing 120 pitches now. That one in the dirt. Last series of the year. Can't hold anything back now. Still not really working earnestly in the bullpen down there. Another one misses there. Make it a 3-0 count. One in there. No, a strike on the board, but still, Hobson knows he's probably going to get something to hit here, should he choose. Martin blows it by him, strike 2. And Brandon Martin has gone from a spot of bother to being a strike away from sending this to the 8th. The 3-2 misses, and that will pack the sacks for Caden Usry. Sharks will call time to talk about it as the 9 guys in the bullpen all head toward the fence. This one will just be a conference unless we're getting hugs. So instead, there will be a call to the pen made. One of the 9 guys in the bullpen is coming this way. We'll take a look at who it is and go from there, but an Ironman outing from Brandon Martin, who will be credited with 6 2/3, 5 hits, just the 1 run allowed on 124 pitches. Big outing, and kept the Sand Sharks from having to go to the pen until now. Caden Usry steps in. Base is loaded. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Brayton Wilms in from the bullpen. Ripped down the line, but foul. Good work there by Myers to get out of the way of that. Quickly ahead 0-2. The 0-2, Usry fouls that one off. Keeps the at-bat alive. Big spot here with the bases loaded. Can cut this deficit in half with a base hit. The 0-2, did he check it? Not in time. A strikeout with the bases loaded. What a job by Wilms out of the pen. And that'll send us to the 8th. USC Beaufort still ahead, 5-1. Top 8 here at the Burt. Seth Robinson will lead things off for the Sand Sharks. Kevin Cox has been on fire on the mound. That'll be the first hit that the Sand Sharks get off of him. As Robinson rips one into center. Sand Sharks, though, everything going in their favor right now after getting out of a bases loaded jam in the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Walters, 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts. Shows bunt, pulls back, strike 1. Checks on Robinson, nothing doing. Shows bunt again. 1-1. Yeah, that single by Robinson, though, first hit that USC Beaufort had gotten off of Cox, who struck out 6 and needed just 43 pitches to do it. Be a strike called there for stalling. 1-2 is the count now to Walters. Gets a piece of that one. Pretty easy retrieval there for Kellen Blankenship. In there, strike 3, strikeout number 7 for Kevin Cox. That's the third for Andrew Walters. Tyler Kennedy up next. The bottom half of the lineup has not been the problem this afternoon for the Pacers, as the 6 through 9 batters are a combined 2 for 12. It's the 1, 2, 3 though that have been a problem. 6 for 12, and then Robinson there in the number 5 spot also with a pair of hits. That was a ball in the dirt there. In there for a strike. Makes the count 1-1. That one sent into right. That'll be a single for Kennedy, 2 aboard. And here comes John Leland.
The center fielder, John Leland.
Leland 1 for 2 this afternoon, although I guess now it's this evening. First pitch from Cox misses the zone. That one, though, catches a corner. 1-1 is the count. Two and one now. Two and two. That's pretty much the same pitch that he got strike one on. This will be a tough play for Hobson. Steps on the bag. Throw in time. Double play. Another big double play for Jack Hobson. Nicely done to send us to the bottom of the eighth. Still within reach for the Pacers. Sand Sharks up 5-1. Joe Mazingo in to lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th. USC Aiken trailing USC Beaufort 5-1. Looking for a spark here. Have to find some hits here at some point. Pacers have, as we've mentioned before, gotten on base a few times with the walks and the hit by pitch, but just 5 hits from the lineup so far, and 4 of those from Josh Sharp and Capers Molinaroli in the 2-3 slots. The other is from the man at the plate. And Mazingo takes one inside, ball 1. That one ripped in the center. It falls in front of Leland. And Mazingo answering the call for those needed hits.
Now hitting for the Pacers, number 33, Brandon Osipsik.
Right on time with the chat earlier about the former USC Sumter Fire Ants. Here comes the third one, Brandon Osipsik, pinch hitting for Cannon Frost. Osipsik watches ball 1. Osipsik, we're eventually going to get to this. I want to make sure we call it the right one, and it is indeed. Hit his first home run as a Pacer in the series finale against Georgia College. That was one of a couple Saturday series finales we've had. That was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Osipsik hit that one out to center, and then the search party went out there to go find the ball. Right center, we'll call it. 2-1 the count. He'll hit that one to short. Tanner. The bag was tagged. So that will be an out at second, as Robinson kind of had to do a little toe tap around the bag there.
The second baseman,
but did get the force out. So the old fielder's choice leaves Osipsik at first, and Cade Balknight comes up with one away. Strike 1 in there. Balknight 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And behind in this count, 0-2. Swung on, well, foul tip into the glove. And after that leadoff single from Mazingo, now it's a
now hitting for the Pacers, number 17.
1-on, 2-out situation with the bat in the hands of Dalton Graves. The former Aiken Hornet. We'll pinch hit here with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. And he'll look at strike 1. Graves watches as that one misses outside. 2-1 the count. That one also misses. Make it 3-1. And ball 4 to Graves. Those pitches didn't miss by a whole lot. But the Pacers will take it. 2 aboard here for Brock Myers. So back to the top of the order. So the Pacers have gotten it to a stretch here where if they want to score runs to try to tie this thing up, they've got the right guys for the job in terms of production today. Myers 0 for 2, but he's drawn 2 walks. Then Sharp and Molinaroli behind him with 2 hits apiece. Big at bat here. That one misses low. 2-0 is the count. And we'll have a chat about this one, because this is a potentially dangerous spot here. And if Myers is able to, looking at a 2-0 count here, if he's able to draw a walk or just get on base, however, could be potentially looking at a bases loaded situation with Josh Sharp coming to the plate. And even on a ground ball with Sharp's speed, that could force an errant throw. Myers taking all the way. 2-1. Three and one. Big pitch coming here from Brayton Wilms. In there for a strike. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Myers was a third of the way to first base, but a called strike 3 is a potential, kills a potential rally in the bottom of the 8th. So the Pacers now will look to Kevin Cox to keep that 5 on the board for the Sand Sharks, to give it back to the bats with a chance to try to tie this thing. We go to the 9th. Jake Tanner lead things off here in the top of the ninth for USC Beaufort. Sandsharks have gotten out of jams in the last 2 innings to hang on to that 5-1 lead. This one, Hobson, in time. Hobson, who has turned a couple of really nifty double plays this evening, only needs one there. This will bring up Brian Myers. We're back to the top of the Sandshark order. Meyer, 2 for 4, including career hit number 200 earlier this evening. The baseball's already coming home with him. He'd enjoy it a lot more if it's a ball from a win. 1-1 is the count from Kevin Cox, who has been terrific in relief. 7 strikeouts, just 2 hits allowed. One, two misses. Myers swings and misses. His 3rd strikeout of the game, number 8 for Kevin Cox.
Hunter Miller, the batter.
That will bring up Hunter Miller, who's 2 for 4 from the number 2 slot in the order. Ball inside there. Hunter Miller. As we mentioned before, shared the team lead in home runs last year. Also hit .316 as a freshman, a stone-cold batting average. The 2-2 held off the swing. Also had the team lead in RBI last year. Not bad for the freshman season. Payoff pitch, another strikeout. Make it 9 for Kevin Cox, who did his job in the top half of the inning. Now it's up to the Pacer bats to try to push across 4. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Sandsharks still lead 5-1. Josh Sharp will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Pacers looking for a rally after a couple of them got snuffed out in the 7th and 8th. Sharp with that speed. That one bounces foul. Like the idea, though.
I've never seen him do it before. Long days in the press box, but I just need to move around. He might be the one else too. I hope he's not announcing why he's in there.
Sharp will take his time getting back into the box.
I think he is going. Yeah.
As that speed can come in handy here. Into center, Leland right there.
The first baseman, number 34, Capers Molinaroli.
We'll bring up Capers Molinaroli. Ball one outside and in the dirt. Molinaroli 2 for 4 with an RBI today. Pacers need him on base. The Pacer first baseman who, well, for a half inning was the third baseman. Looking at a 2-1 count. Made the defensive switch with Dalton Graves coming in. 2-2. That one sent to second. Seth Robinson makes the throw, and the Pacers are down to their final out.
Number 41, Jack Hobson.
The game is now in the hands of Jack Hobson. 0 for 3 today, but has drawn a walk. Watches strike one. From first inning through the 9th, an outstanding day on the mound for USC Beaufort.
As a ball, he framed it.
As Martin, the Iron Man start going 124 pitches, 6 2/3. Brayton Wilms has just come in and mowed some guys down. Gotten into a little bit of trouble, but gotten out of it every time, and he's a strike away from ending this game.
What just happened? Okay.
1-2 in there, strike 3. That is the ball game. As USC Beaufort stifles the USC Aiken offense in a 5-1 victory for the doubleheader split. We'll be back at it again tomorrow, 1 p.m., for the series finale. For the folks who are thinking about coming out to the ballpark, get here a little early. We'll be honoring Judy Thomas at 12:45. And then right into the finale. And if you like some stakes attached to your Sunday baseball, winner goes to the conference tournament. We'll see you at the Burt.